So this is turn 17, so blue. What did blue do? They took rockets and patriotism, they upgraded a swordsman and took engineering. Now what is yellow going to do here? Any wars? Okay, so this pact expires, which is actually really nice here, because blue's going to get weaker. Yellow plays an event and not war or aggression, and it is international negotiations, so that's great. So that does not affect me. Doesn't hit me, hits blue, which at this point I don't think will matter too much. But what does yellow choose? Chooses some resources. Elects Pierre. Increases population, builds an arena, gets some extra culture from Pierre, takes reserves and endowment for the arts, and plays reserves. So yellow, and my turn, last turn of the game, is going to be turn 18. So yellow has, let's see, we'll have the Olympics next turn. Has a lot of resources, not a lot of civil actions though. This wonder does not really do yellow any good. Impact of strength is good, but they'll have 14, 18, 22 resources realistically. So build one more of these. Takes to 15, and what do you do with 15 resources? I guess take movies, discover it, build one. Maybe you build two of those actually. With 22 resources you can build two of them. Take one to discover, one to upgrade, disband a couple. Play two reserves, build two. You can't quite do that because then you cannot play endowment for the arts. So let's say you build, probably can't even do one professional sports. Take discover movies is 3. Play reserves, which is not enough. I don't think 18 is not enough for those. So really can't do both of those. So let's say they get, I don't know, on the generous side, 2 to 4 resources or culture. So let's say 10 culture plus the 8 plus 6, 18, 24 culture, which catches yellow up to where I am, but I have these, which will give me Bill Gates, plus I'm going to finish this wonder, which is going to put me a good bit ahead. So let's see what the turn looks like real quick. I think we had this all mostly calculated out last time. So we can discover this, increase population, grab that unit, build 2 of these, engineering genius, and I'll finish this. 21, so we're 81 now. We have 1 action left. We don't have I guess we can upgrade this potentially, or take satellites away from someone. I don't know that there's anything I would do differently here. So developing satellites doesn't help me too much, because impact of progress is, I guess it helps if blue plays impact of progress, but I don't know if that's likely. I don't think yellow will play because we're even. We can get it out if we take a unit from here instead of increasing population. If we take this knight, then we can also develop satellites, which makes us actually a little bit stronger, up to 46. So we could do that. In terms of impacts we would play, that's even with yellow, even with yellow, even. We're ahead here by 5, so we could get 8 culture back this way. So I don't think yellow is going to finish Manhattan Project. So I guess the risk with this is we will push one of these events out. Immigration will lose a unit. We'll have to disband something, which just sort of puts us back to this plan where we don't get satellites. And we would be a little bit weaker. Or it pushes refugees out and we're not the weakest. Pushing refugees out would actually be kind of good. Because I think blue could get stronger and then yellow could push out refugees and then we're swinging culture over to yellow, which is bad. So probably want to play this event. It gives us a culture. Refugees now would be good. Immigration now is not good, so it's a 50-50 here, but let's go ahead and do it. Nope, not good. Alright, so now we research this, build one of those. So now we are unfortunately 2 weaker, which is no fun. But there's really not much we can do about that. I mean, I guess we can pull it off of something else. Those affect. So I'm a little nervous if I take this alchemy off, then yellow could get ahead with impact of science. If they wanted to, because computers is here if blue doesn't take it. So that would be bad. We could pull this down, but that's 2 for balance and 2 for variety, if variety's in, which it could be. We could pull this down, that's impact of harmony. There is no industry, so we could take this. But then it's harmony again. So probably that. Okay, I looked at this a little bit more, and I think I have a way to get up to 5 more culture based on what I know, and possibly only 1 if certain cards hit. But if we just go back a little bit to maybe here or so. So if instead of building 2 professional sports, we build 1, then we build a religion. We can now upgrade this computer, finish engineering genius, still for 21, which is what we had last time, and take satellites. So what's different about this? So we still have 84 culture. Now we're producing 4 instead of 3, so that's 1 extra culture. We have increased our culture production up to 4, so we get 2 more for impact of balance, so that's 3 culture. And we've upgraded this computer, which is 2 more with Bill Gates, so that's 5 extra culture. Now, if impact of happiness is in here, which I suspect is right here, then this will go down by 4, because we'd lose these 2 happy faces. And if impact of architecture is in there, then we'd lose 1 for upgrading this instead of building 1 here. We only improve 2 levels. So it's actually 5, so it cancels out. If both of those in there, it cancels out the full 5. But honestly, if those are these 2 impacts, then we're in really good shape. I just did a little math, and impact of balance could be kind of bad for me. I think he could get up to 6. He's producing 6 food and 6 iron, or 6 resources right now. So if he improves his science and his culture a little bit, which is doable, I think he could get up to 6 there. So could get 12 culture from balance, and I'm only getting 8. So he gains 4 there on my event. I get 5 from Impact of Wonders, assuming he doesn't finish the Manhattan Project. Then Impact of Harmony would give him 8 points, because he has 5 of these and I only have 3. So you get 20 and I get 12, so you get 8 from that. And Impact of Architecture, if he built a couple of these, it would get him 8 for Impact of Architecture, 8 more than me for Impact of Architecture. So, and then Impact of Strength would be 14. So if you happen to do Impact of Strength for one of these, Impact of Harmony for one, Impact of Agriculture for another, and then my Impact of Balance, he would be gaining, 34 culture from impacts, and then I would be getting 5 from the wonders. But I think we're going to end with me at 88 here. Plus we get 9 for Bill Gates, so we'll be at about 97 before impacts. And if he increases somehow his culture production by 5, so going up by 10, so it'll be at 47 plus 8 for the Olympics is 55. So we're starting with me at 97 and him at 55 is where we start impacts. So if he gains 34, he's up to 89. If I gained 5, I'm up to 102. So that's still 13 culture ahead. And then if you factor in refugees, that's a 6-point swing, so I'm still 7 ahead. So I don't think that at this point there's a way to lose this, barring something interesting. So if blue plays an event, refugees comes out now, and that's good for me. If yellow does armed intervention against blue, instead of playing an event, then, so for example, if blue doesn't play an event, refugees is still in here. Yellow plays an event, they get refugees. If they do an aggression against blue, then refugees doesn't come out, so they gain 7 instead of a 6-point swing, so that's about the same. So I think it's going to be close, but I think we can get this. Okay, let's end this turn. Hope that we covered things. No more turns, so we don't need impacts. We do need these defense cards to defend against a potential aggression here. I'm very excited. Okay, great. That's good news. Blue played an event, refugees, while they were still the weakest. Blue takes movies, develops it, plays reserves, takes a token, upgrades a theater, takes computers, does not get stronger. That's good for us also. Yellow plays an event, impact of agriculture. Alright, They knew that was coming, didn't want to invest any more into it. Okay, that was the one I thought was impact of happiness. And now let's see, endowment of the arts for 6. Reserves. Upgrades a knight. Interesting. Builds an arena. Increases population. Builds a farm. Oh, harmony. Got an extra 4 for harmony. Nice. Okay. Culture. Okay, yeah, we thought that would be a bad one. Yeah, he did Olympics also. Harmony, yep, that's a bad one. He gets 8 or 12. 12 for that one. Wonders is 5 for me, I believe. Strength, up, only 7 for him. And the last one is balance, which he will get some on me, 4 or so. No, none. Okay, and then Bill Gates. Brings us into second. Great. That was what we were shooting for here. So we were able to get our second place.
Okay, that was game 7. So we got second place in that game, behind Inko, but ahead of Kaimel, which means that we won the league. So we won League 5-5 for that season. We took first place by 1 point, so it was very close. But I am excited that we were able to take first and move up to League 4 for the next championship. So thank you for sticking around through all these games. I have enjoyed uploading them and reading your comments and reliving this whole experience. Up next will be Season 5 of the Intermezzo Championship that's played in February. I won my league in Season 4, and I am very excited to share Season 5. This time around, I'm going to try uploading a full game each week instead of individual turns. I look forward to it. I hope to catch you there. And as always, thank you for watching.